Hello friends. Now let us take up PFT 1B fifth concept. Types of user-defined functions. User-defined functions can be classified into four groups depending on taking arguments and returning value. Taking argument and returning value. This point to remember. Now first let us consider this classification from real life, thereafter in programming angle. As I told you already, every programming concept based on real life. That's why every concept if you learn from real life, then lot of advantage is there. Because you can have lot of stuff, you can own it in interviews and all that. If you explain any programming concept from real life, you get a lot of appreciation. Because no student can explain in that manner. This is my brainchild. That's why take the advantage of this. So, what is the classification? There are four groups. Functions which takes no arguments and no return value. A function which does not take any argument and does not return any value. And the second one, function which takes no argument but returns a value. And the third one, function takes argument which does not return a value. Fourth one, function takes argument which return a value. Once again I repeat, function which does not take an argument and does not return a value. That is very obvious. Second one, function does not take a value but return a value. This is somewhat odd. Third one, function takes argument and but not return a value. Fourth one, function takes arguments and return a value. First, let us consider the four from real life angle. First one, function which does not take any argument, does not return a value. Okay, this thing we consider a cleaner. Actually, you engage a cleaner to clean your office or home. You won't give anything. They just come and clean and go. At the time of going, they never return you anything. So, that's the first example. Function which does not take arguments, does not return a value. Second one, function which takes no argument but return a value. This is somewhat odd, but the real life example is very rare example. Police. Police means you, whenever some security problem you got, then you call police, just call police, you won't give anything. Then in turn they provide you security. So what you can understand, function which does not take anything but return a value. Okay, third one, function which takes arguments but does not return a value. That is the best example is painter. Whenever you engage a painter for painting your home or office, you give paint. In turn, they apply paint and go. They do not return anything. So that is function which takes argument but does not return any value. Fourth one, function which takes arguments but return a value. Most cases are like this. You take a tailor, you give cloth and in turn they give dress. A carpenter, you give wood, in turn they give furniture. So in this way, first understand from real life angle. Thereafter, let us consider the programming examples. Now first one is print line. Print line function is we are not giving any argument because the parentheses are empty. That means we are not giving any argument. And inside what is there? It prints a line. One print statement is there. It draws a line. And whenever you make a function call, what happens? Print line function call if you make, it draws a line and go. Okay, that is first type, function with no arguments but return a value. And second one, function takes no argument but return a value. Here you see def print header. Print header is the function name and it is not taking any argument. That's why empty parentheses are there. Within the body, we have written a string. a multi-line string. Already once I explained to you, multi-line strings or multi-line comments are written like this, right like this. So we have written the header, and it returns the header. It returns the header. Whenever you call that, the header is printed. That is Hotel Paradise. That is printed. So this is function which does not take any argument but return a value. Okay, that is second type. Third type, function takes argument but does not return a value, like a painter. Already I told you. Now here you see, show title X. Actually one title is to be displayed, and for that you pass an argument, a string argument, and in turn whenever you call that, it prints prints, but it does not return anything. It prints. So we passed a Python all clear argument, then just it prints. It is not returning. Printing is different. Returning, it is not returning any value. And the fourth one is function takes argument and return a value. Already in the previous example we have seen calculate sum. For calculate sum purpose, we have given two arguments, x and y. Thereafter it calculates sum and returns it. Already I told you it is like a tiler. So whenever you are writing a user defined function, you must have a clarity which type of function it is, whether it takes arguments or not, whether it returns value or not. Based on that only, with that clarity, you have to define the function.